Ну что ж, всем привет. Наконец я дошел до сюжетки в Honkai. Тут я несколько дней не было, это понятно. Что у нас тут есть? Так у меня же есть персонаж. Ладно. Неважно. Ведь чё? Карточка прикольная. И... новые ивенты, которые не так уж и долго. Так, это основная сюжетка у нас тут. Это снова какие-то коды. Это у нас это... Какая-то новая бездна, можно сказать. И эта женщина у нас, и это, который я уже заходил. Так. Так, окей. Так что давайте уж приступим к основной сюжетке. Так, это у меня осталось. Так. Что у нас тут? Активировать. Да. Это заткнешься, нет? Ладно, погнали. Проходить сюжетку. Друзья, куда сюда? Иди. Привет.
Wake up! Wake up! Hey, wake up! The sun's frying your butt. Are you okay? Can you hear me? What are you talking about? Are you still half asleep or something? The Order's dream is over. Even though it's been a day, I still break into a sweat. I'm so jealous that you got a good night's sleep. I was traumatized and too scared to even close my eye. They've already left, leaving this kind-hearted girl. The Stellaron was sealed while you were sleeping. The ordinary people in Peniconia, the family's official statement was like, the Charmony Festival. Now all the major lineages, except for the Oak family, are dealing with the aftermath. Everyone's waiting for you. After all this craziness, nothing... Why the sudden interest in that? Well, I was dragged and then I dreamed about stuffing my face. Yeah, let's go. We've got some time before we board the...
Куда, блин?
How extravagant. Just like Epsilon. How was it? Did it live up to your dreamscape expectations?
You already asked that when we first got here.
Yeah, and you said no back then. But after all this madness, I'd say you've grown fond of it. Just a heads up, you're still on the Bloodhound family's wanted list, so keep... And this time, it's Firefly in the picture, not Sam.
Indeed. In Kafka's words, that's also a missing still. It'd be quite inconvenient if I can't move freely.
I knew you'd say that. Don't worry. I've hacked all the systems and left... Don't do anything that may draw attention, and don't talk with guards. They might recognize you. Keep these 2 points in mind, and you...
Thank you.
No problem, Miss Samuel. I love this fake name. Now that we're done here in Peniconia, what will you do in your free time? I hear the Genius Society is here. How about we go stir up some excitement?
Well, you know my script isn't over yet.
that to hear an answer like that.
Don't worry. The script says that I'll experience 3 deaths, but also receive an unforgettable reward on the planet of festivities. How will I know if I don't try? All possibilities exist until the outcome actually happens, right?
You may not realize it, but you have a bad habit. Whenever you seem to be asking a question, you've already... Anyway, Kafka asked me to pass on this message. If you see anything fabulous in Peniconia, get one for me too. She didn't specify anything, but I guess she means a dress, coat, sunglasses, or something else. You know better.
Sure, I'll keep an eye out. There's tons of options at OT Mall. Do you think she'll like trinkets, like hair accessories or brooches?
Those sound more like something for young girls. Maybe you... Oh, by the way, Blade didn't explicitly say it, but I think he was trying to say something like, temptation will show up again in Peniconia.
Got it. He was just worried about me. I won't do anything crazy. I just want to wander around and see more of the world for myself. I want to buy some oatcake rolls. I've had a cake roll every day since I arrived in Peniconia, from the first day to the last. But today, I'll buy 2 and give you 1. And if you don't like them, I'll enjoy double the pleasure. Or I can bring one to Kafka, as she never refuses. That's not written in the script, right? I have added new footnotes to my destiny.
Welcome, Director Topaz. The family ambassadors are still inside making preparations.
Huh. Quite a spectacle. I thought they would choose a more formal and low-key location.
About this, Director. I've asked around. This conference between the IPC and the family will have a direct atmosphere here.
If I'm right, this conference is probably just a prelude. Whoever organized this influential figure either has their own ambitions and wants to reach a preliminary...
Oh, your mind is always so sharp, Director Topaz.
Thank you for the reminder, but I don't think that will be necessary. Just tell everyone on our team to stay focused.
Oh, got
Oh, and one more thing. Don't call Miss Jade Big Boss in front of her, or there will be serious...
got it. Thank you for...
I tripped and fell right here.
Понятно.
None of the important figures have arrived yet. Huh. Looks like the conference won't be starting for a while. Oh, are you hungry, Numby? Food in the dream.
Дубовый.
Numby! There. Don't be so greedy.
So many buttons. How many centuries would it take to press them all? Huh. Didn't expect those pooches to actually recite.
Huh? What are these?
For your safety, please stay away from those objects.
For my safety? Are these buttons something dangerous?
Not exactly. Lately, there's been a prankster in the Sweet Dream who's been handing out strange button devices to anyone. According to those involved, he said something like, just press this button and all of Peniconia will explode. Luckily, no one believed him. Still, the Bloodhound family collected these buttons.
What will happen if you press it? Hasn't...
Well, perhaps you don't know much about Peniconia? All the guests here have one. Anyway, the family will deal with these things. Please.
Понятно. Искорка тут у нас очень хуйней страдает.
Greetings, madame. What can I do?
Hello. Could you tell me more?
I assume you are the ambassador of the IPC Strategic Investment. The Radiant Felspar is owned by Mr. Odie Alfalfa, head of the Alfalfa.
Oh, so it's owned by old Odie himself. No wonder.
Indeed. Mr. Alfalfa has impeccable taste. Please allow me to continue my introduction. The Radiant Felspar...
Reverberation? Such a formal way of putting it. You're... I apologize.
Following thankfully, the factors that disrupted the dreamscape, so, Mr. Alfalfa suggested...
Well, that would mean... Thank you for explaining matters to me. Hello? The talent motivation department? Again? I'm working on a major project. I don't have time. The way I handled the Urillo case was approved by senior management, and all of the project logs and calls are complete. I just don't understand. Why are you so fixated on this minor case and—
Sounds exhausting. Why not just hang up? In my opinion, you handled that project quite well. A little ball of ice in exchange for the Astral Express's good favor. That's not a bad deal for the department. It's been a while, little Yelena. I've been looking forward to working with you. Never imagined this day would come so soon. Is there trouble? You can tell me anything. Just like old times.
It's been a while, Madam Jade. I'm honored to have the opportunity to work with you.
You're still so formal, aren't you? Forget about the hierarchy and treat me as your equal. No need for unnecessary titles like Madam.
I'm sorry, but it might take some time to get used to that.
Well, now that we're both members of the 10 Stone Hearts, I need you to be at your best. Especially since the upcoming... As sharp as you are, I'm sure you've figured out the true purpose of this conference.
I believe old Odie...
That's true, and it works in our favor.
If we can reach some sort of agreement with old Odie beforehand...
Exactly. And the hidden benefit is that as the head of the elf, as long as the influence of harmony hasn't completely permeated their core, it's similar to the power struggles within the IPC.
After the downfall of the Yoke family, old Odie's faction
Yes. That's exactly why we need to handle the conflict.
Absolutely. The 3 steps of...
Pretty clear. Although, you seem...
That was based on my...
I apologize for interrupting your conversation, but the family head is ready to meet the ambassadors.
Time to get to work. Let's prepare ourselves. Remember, our goal is to create an opportunity for the IPC to...
Welcome aboard my ship. Please, have a seat. Let's have a pleasant conversation.
Прикольно выглядит.
Welcome aboard, my dear ladies.
No problem at all, Mr. Alfalfa. It's my honor to meet you in person. You may not be aware, but
After all, to many, you are the legendary figure who single-handedly...
I expected no less from the 10 Stonehearts. I always enjoy talking to smart people because we don't...
The future of Peniconia, if I'm not mistaken.
Precisely. Those few words represent a terribly... Let's take that golden-haired guy who's not showing up, for example. Wasn't it eventually to create an opportunity for you IP...
The wisdom and experience you've accumulated over 10... Let's assume your assumptions are correct, Mr. Alfalfa.
I appreciate your composure, Miss Jade. However, perhaps you don't know much about Peniconia.
Please, go ahead.
Then I'll be straightforward. I requested this meeting before the official conference to dissuade the Strategic Investment Department from trying to lay a finger on Peniconia. If you back off now, you can make a smooth exit and prevent the IPC from losing face during more important...
One of our P-45 executives was attacked and nearly killed in the dreamscape. The IPC can't simply ignore this incident. Moreover, despite your determined attitude, the issues plaguing Peniconia are...
You used the term real, Miss Topaz, but let's not forget that this is the realm of dreams. If you want to succeed, curious about how I plan to respond to the IPC, well, I don't mind sharing. My actions will help Peniconia take a significant...
Going public?
If I'm not mistaken, you want to bypass the IPC and go public...
Precisely. Instead of watching the IPC gnaw away at Peniconia, I'd prefer to open the doors of the sweet dream to... Starting today, anyone in the cosmos can become a shareholder of the land of the dreams. This is the path of harmony I'll choose. This reform should have been implemented earlier, but unfortunately, the Oak family were a bunch of blocks. Thanks to the little reverberation earlier, the biggest obstacle between me and my reforms has been eliminated. The Alfalfa family will publicize the financial results of Sweet Dream Paradise, so that the entire universe can see that despite the...
Crisis and opportunity are two sides of the same coin. So, you've been waiting, and if Peniconia should seize this opportunity to overcome adversity, even if the IPC tries to intervene.
Now I'm convinced that you've indeed familiarized yourself with my biography, Miss Jade. So, about your next move.
Indeed. We need some time to digest. I suggest we conclude the first half of our conference, Mr. Alfalfa. Please allow Topaz and me to confer privately for a few moments.
Of course. Take your time.
The Alfalfa family had a meeting with the IP.
I got this information from a message sent by that IPC ambassador. He said it was... It's not hard to imagine. Peniconia today is pretty much like the front. Instead of falling into a situation where they are...
Well, no wonder they sought the mediation from the astral...
I don't think the followers of the Harmony are completely innocent. If either the family or IPC were to assume... There you are. Did you rest well?
I didn't disturb you since you were in a deep sleep.
After Anna's dream was shattered, the family branch from the Montour system soon arrived and swiftly took control.
The mastermind behind the plans was confirmed to be Gopher Wood. He'll face a trial. As for...
Ultimately, the public perceived the incident as an attack by evil forces targeting, while quite different from the truth.
After all, you don't know who's awake and who's pretending to be asleep. Well, they'll open their eyes in the face of danger. Once the danger subsides, they'll... Here's a toast, with 3 glasses of Gloria... it's good to see you all again. Although we might be saying goodbye again after this reunion. When will the Astral Express leave Penic?
We'll stay a bit longer, but not.
So, this is our final meeting then? If this is a farewell. Music? Atmosphere? Let's see. The mixed drink should be solid. To the nameless, resting in peace. Ready to mix your drink? I'm not sure. I haven't seen him since our last meeting at the lounge. We used to discuss everything here. I have a hunch. Before we start, would you like to talk? All right. I think I have an idea about what drink to make. Would you like it drowning sweetness? One of the most challenging drinks to make. However, with the right ratios, not a bad choice.
Понятно. Я не то делаю, да? Все-таки не то делаю. Где сироп? Все, да?
Words always fall short. If you want to bring closure to past events, blend all your memories and emotions together and stir them. Well, here's to the nameless resting in peace. The spirit of freedom will spread far and wide among. We're not accepted by the outside world, and one day our souls will return. Cheers.
Понятно.
Oh, are you leaving? Well, then take. I've mixed more of this last special drink for you. The past shouldn't be forgotten.
Thank you. I'm sure it'll leave
If you happen to run into Gallagher, make sure he has a sip too. Then, I get. Alright, enough with the heavies, whether it's the Astral Express or Peniconia, and embark towards our tomorrows.
Old Odie is a tricky opponent. I didn't expect him.
Indeed. He's definitely bold. It's that still. The outcome is uncertain.
They agreed. But it'll take
Just as it should be.
Looks like we'll be skipping.
Now that we're now I'm a bit curious, Topaz. Do you think?
Yes. Despite its recent.
Well, that's obvious. But what I truly wanted to.
That's true.
But despite that, you trust.
Are you not in the same boat, Miss Jade? That's why I'm willing to stake my.
Once that kid sets his mind to something.
Looks like we've strayed.
No need. I'll go it alone.
Okay.
Is that Robin? Huh. She's also here on the Radiant Feldspar. Greetings, Miss Robin. I didn't expect to meet you here.
Miss Jade? Greetings. The opening ceremony for the Charmony Festival has been moved to the Radiant Felts. How about you? Have you spoken with Mr. Alfalfa?
I'm actually on my way to meet him right now. Do you know him?
Unfortunately, I've never met him. I've only heard a few comments from the former head of the Oak family. Mr. Alfalfa is respectable when it comes to business. But
Where do you think
I believe the sweet dream will see its rebirth. Just like the Radiant Feldspar resumed its voyage, the Harmony needs a new direction. Only by bidding farewell to there are no permanent allies or everlasting enemies.
Naturally. I'm looking forward to...
See you later, Miss Jade.
Видите? Почему тут кораблем? А где второй? Не понял. Ладно. Этот у нас тут. Начать второй раунд переговоров.
Thank you for your patience, Mr. Alfalfa. Let's continue our...
Figured out something already, Miss Jade?
Topaz has something else to take care of. You'll be seeing her later.
Is it just me, miss?
I need to set a good example for my junior. It's not a good habit to be too loose-lipped. Now we can speak frankly and openly. Do you believe what I said, Odie? You're not the only merchant who has seen the...
Interesting. Good. It's good to be straightforward. Openness and transparency.
Unfortunately, I'd like to speak the harsh truth before laying out my plan. Let's cut to the chase. Second, you can't stop the IPC from entering Peniconia. We've got all the time and connections in the world to find a way in. We'll keep tearing down and Now, I'm repeating your words exactly. If you don't want to be a laughingstock and have everyone gunning for you at the official
You surely have a way with words. Now, I'm curious to know what you have.
Mr. Alfalfa, let's not forget that the IPC controls the biggest interstellar publicity platform. The moment news spreads about Peniconia going public, trillions of customers will immediately... The family's protection for Peniconia has expired. Any mishaps in the dreamscape could result in permanent break. Care to guess how many ways we have to turn Alfalfa credits into worthless junk within a
You really think you can pull that off?
Even from Pier Point, as distant as it may be, I'm more than capable of keeping you on a tight leash. However, if you agree to give up that half-baked plan to go public, the IPC will assure you. After all, we also need allies here in Asdana. The IPC can assist...
30% equity, you say? Who can guarantee you won't want more in the future?
That's the brilliant part of it all. The answer is simple. No one. There are no guarantees. You're a smart merchant, old Odie. Isn't the whole purpose of this elaborate game to showcase your business acumen and seek more benefits for the family? It benefits us if we both take a step back. And if that's not enough for you, I'm pretty sure that I understand your concern. And
fine. Now I see your sincerity. However, as their chosen one,
Go ahead. I'm listening.
When I was a child, I heard the adults recite the tale of the ancient Ember Era. The Order and the Preservation used to be close in ancient times. So...
The answer is simpler than you think. It's all about credits. Everyone's favorite thing and the universally recognized currency among the stars. With each new world integrated into the credit system, the IPC adds another. By then, all planetary developments will be recorded in accounts.
Ah, And then the IPC will be...
Our intention is to establish enduring preservation. This universe doesn't need...
Well said. All right. Tell me your solution. Let's see if...
Then let's continue our conversation. Please, Topaz. Thank you for your presence, Miss Himeko. Please allow me to introduce her to you, Mr. Alfalfa. This is Miss Himeko from the Astral
I've heard so much about you, Mr. Alfalfa. It's an honor to meet you as representative of the Astral...
This stunning lady is the navigator of the Astral...
I believe everyone here is familiar with the general contents of the proposal. Then, the IPC will transfer 5% of that stake to the Astral Express and recommend Miss Himeko as an independent
While this decision isn't finalized yet, we are honored that everyone here, while the Nameless didn't embark on their journeys for fame or fortune. If this is the wish of both the family and the IPC, the entire crew has agreed to assist in the reconstruction of Peniconia. Beyond, of course, all cooperation, the path of harmony in Peniconia must not be distorted again.
Old OT is in agreement, so the issue is settled.
They will soon realize the situation.
When should we schedule the formal negotiations?
It's all up to you.
But Miss Jade...
Aventurine initiated this case, and you were his project partner. If that kid hadn't... I came here today to help you sort out the toughest...
Of course, there won't be any problems.
And don't worry. Diamond has always... Radiant Feldspar.
You want to open a Bon and Jade exchange branch?
Opportunities like this don't come around often. Just look at the guests. Well, I'll take my leave. A pawn shop can't run without a boss. See you around, Topaz.
I have one more question for you.
Go ahead.
That dose of bitter poison.
I didn't find the information. In return, I've agreed to help her with something. You see, that's what it's like right now, for example.
Sneaking in was way easier than I thought. The family's security is as lax as ever. So, this is a pawn shop that grants wishes. Is there really a place? I'll find out for myself if the rumors are true or not.
So this is the legendary vineyard feldspar.
Is that him? Huh. Vanished in the blink of an eye. So the Astral Express is here too.
By the way, there's what Mr. Alfalfa and I discussed it. I'll present a gift to the Astral Express on behalf. Please help me with the necessary arrangement.
Right away, Miss Robin.
Can I ask you something?
Oh, greetings, miss. Is there a...
Do you know how to get to the pawn shop?
Pawn shop? Ah, you must be talking about Lady Bonajade's place, right? I've marked the pawn shop's location on your device.
Lady Bonajade.
I think I've heard that name somewhere before. Was it from Silverwolf? Come to think of it, she disappeared after mentioning that she was going to meet with the Genius Society. I wonder how things turned out for her. Welcome to Bonajade Exchange. Radiant Feltz. How should I address you, dear lady?
Just call me Samuel.
Samuel. Nice name. So what do you need, Miss?
I want to keep on living.
And everything you have. That's right, Miss Samuel. I think you'd best turn around. It seems.
What do you mean?
I mean it literally. I sense your burning desire to live, but unfortunately, you don't have anything of equal.
Okay. A pawn shop that grants wishes.
Well, that's quite a harsh accusation. I understand you may not fully comprehend. Go and talk to these people. They're all customers of my pawn shop. See for yourself. Once you've done that, come back to me. I'll help you understand.
That Lady Bonajade feels more like a money lender rather than the owner of a pawn shop. Well, I've got nothing better to do anyway. I'll do as she says and see what happens.
Got it. You stupid.
Enough talk. This will be our final game. I'm betting my entire fortune.
Oh, a big talker, huh?
Не понял. Это музыка, блядь. Ой, бля. Понятно. Пиздец.
This can't be! You lost to me 10 times.
It's true! Lady Bonajade is true! Finally, my luck has turned.
Как же недолго открывается.
I've prepared a gift for you, Dorothy. Whoa! What a beautiful necklace. How did you know I love jewelry made of cymothane? So, will you go out with... I never said yes before because I thought you had no idea what I liked. But this gift made me realize you were actually wonderful. So, shall we go, Dorothy? Let's go. Yeah, let's...
Так, куда сюда?
Hey, did you see that? The gray-haired one outside. Don't look around. Seriously, they look like a total... Is that him?
Что за пипец? Блять. Пипец.
Yeah, you heard right. I've got him. He's been hiding at the moment of soul in Peniconia. I've made a deal with the family. We'll leave the... How'd I find him? 22 years. Yeah. I'm gonna hang up for now, partner.
All of their wishes actually did come true. But I just don't understand.
Chirp, chirp.
Блять.
Origami bird. Little birdie.
Come on. Well, calm down already.
No, it's not the best. Sorry. I'll catch up with you later.
Пипец.
No, it's not. Sorry.
So you're back, Miss Samuel.
Yeah. I found those people. And it seems, but I'm not sure what you want me to see.
Not so fast. This step was just to show you that the Bonajade exchange is genuine. That I had the power to... Dell was from a wealthy family. He was head over heels for Dorothy, and wanted to win her heart. It was a piece of cake for me, thanks to my IPC connections. However, Dell will soon find himself evicted from the dreamscape, because he can't let's just hope that necklace will keep their relationship from Then there's Stacy, a lady with a gambling addiction. She wanted some serious luck, but she hadn't from the moment she stepped out of the Bonajade exchange. Every casino in the cosmos would remember her name. She will accrue a vast wealth due to her good luck, but she'll never be... As for Detective Walker, he spent 2 decades chasing down a wanted criminal for some heinous crime. He offered his own memory system as collateral. In due time, his memories... Interesting, don't you think? I fulfill people's desires and grant them favors, and soon they come back to me with even greater desires. When people see others' desires get fulfilled, they develop their own desires. And patience happens to be one of my greatest strengths. So now, do you understand? AR 26710, a remnant of Glamoth's Iron Cavalry.
I'm not surprised.
You are much calmer than I expected. Entropy loss syndrome. Truly an unjust... The higher-ups in Glamoth implemented such a failsafe within the... As for the price, those Iron Cavalries weren't exactly seen as regular, independent humans. However, you are different. You're now a Stellaron hunter, a living being named Firefly. Naturally, you want to continue your existence, but with the firmament...
Are you suggesting that the IPC has a remedy?
Well, there might be a silver lining.
I see. It's no wonder you said I can't provide anything of equal value. So, you're going to ask me to personally restrain my partners?
Unfortunately, that's not quite the case. Partners. A nice way to put it. Now I'm even more curious about the Stellaron Hunters. Each of you has your own identity and a special bond with each other. It's strong. Just as the 10 Stonehearts follow Diamond, you follow your own leader. I wonder what they are like. And if all Stellar traveling on the path of finality, but struggling against your destiny. I really hope that one day, all of you will come and visit my pawn shop.
Can I see this as an invitation? From Diamond?
Consider it more of a personal offer from myself. It doesn't represent the IPC or the Strategic Investment Department.
The Stellaron Hunters have interacted with the IPC, but not the 10 Stonehearts. Our paths have... You know who I am. And you must know that my partner is keeping an eye on this room. If she wanted to, she could. What drives you to take such a risk and extend this invitation?
Simply put. However, unlike you Stellaron hunters or the Astral Express, we band together. Each of us has our own past and destined ends. And on this journey, we have been invited by. This journey could be either brief or long, as each of us carries a void. So, Diamond made us a promise. To divide the power of the emanator of preservation. Mortal flesh is fragile, yet my heart is unyielding like the monolith. So, you understand? And whatever we gain from it will fortify the stone.
I understand.
Take your time, child. You don't need to give me an immediate answer. Like I said, patience is one of my greatest strengths.
If fate turns that page, our paths will cross again. It's a shame, though, that this pawn shop can't give me what I desire.
Lady Bonajade? I've come to deliver.
Turns out, the meeting to decide the future of Peniconia went much smoother than expected. With, the Charmony Festival's opening ceremony is starting soon. This airship has quite a few treasures. A bountiful harvest.
О, кто у нас тут?
Remember, I can take you out with just one shot whenever I...
Look who's here. The great hero of the Astral Express.
Oh, you're here too. This fella is also tracking down that son of a gun. Let's set aside those under-the-table dealings for now, partner.
I agree. Now let's congratulate Mr. Trailblazer. I hear the family intends to thank the crew at the Charmony.
Thank you. And
I'll pass. But I do hope you guys have fun.
И еще попробовать можно. Рацию, да, вроде? Да.
Ah, yes. I remember you. Your performance at Hurted. No wonder that gambler likes you so much. The Intelligentsia Guild assigned me to be an invigilator for the... very well. The Charmony Festival is about to commence soon. Take advantage... Saying such a thing merely indicates that you have not... The principle of balancing work and relaxation is scientifically grounded, with the relevant proof. Then you'll excuse.
Да, еще есть наверху там. Топаз. Что еще?
Well, if it isn't my old friend, it hasn't been long. That's what I thought. I heard you guys... Such a pity I couldn't be there. Look how bustling this ship is. Not bad. Someday when I'm less tied up... Oh! I understand now. You're referring to Aventurine's Cornerstone, right? Guess there is no harm telling you. The abilities of the 10 stone hearts is cornerstone. Now that I think about it.
Hey there, lively guy. Welcome to the What should I call you?
Блять.
What a unique... So, mister, what do you wish for?
Это кто, я не помню.
Oh, this is your way. Sounds simple enough. Very pragmatic. To fulfill this wish, the thing I need is simple. Well, it's a two-legged animal with black fur, a round head, and long ears. It's omnivorous and bring its tail to me as collateral, and your dreams will come. May fate bring us...
Ясно. Куда? Это что у нас? Этот... Такая... Я не туда, да, зашел? Нет, стоп, блядь, не то. Да ебаться. Или я туда? А, я туда, окей. Привет. Без голоса, сука. Давайте, наверное, закончим на этом, потому что я так вижу, она не очень-то и долгая, так что как бы, да. Так что как бы, да. Давайте заканчивать. Скорее, следующая серия будет последней. Потому что, как я вижу по одному видео, которое все-таки примерно надо знать, сколько будет длиться, типа. И уже, в принципе, час где-то остался, я так понял, у чела. Так что, как бы, да. Увидимся в следующей серии. Пока-пока.